Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to HermitPack. So, I've been getting a lot of mana absorbed into the Terra Shatterer, and that has been taking a huge amount of charcoal. So, because of that, I went ahead and made myself a new lumber axe. This is a cobalt firewood lumber axe, so we get auto smelt. And I made it unbreakable right away, and now we have luck 3 on it, so it makes a huge amount of charcoal. I'm pretty sure I'm going to put that clip in there where I stacked up a huge amount of logs and then chopped it all down. Now, in order to trick the lumber axe into chopping down a pile of logs, all you have to do is put some leaves on top of it. Works every time. But, yeah, with Unbreakable and then the Auto Smelt, it just makes a huge amount of charcoal. Now, the Terra Shatterer has made it to rank A. Now, at rank B, we were able to... I'm going to go ahead and turn... Yeah, we'll leave this on. But at rank B, we were able to... break a 3x3 space with it. So I'm going to go out and check and see what we can do now with rank A. So as usual, I've been working with it over here, so let's go ahead and turn it on. Looks to be a 5x5. So, wow. So that's already considerably better than my Tinker's hammer. But it seems to break it off of this height right here. Wow. This is incredibly fast. Good night. So, yep, I think our Tinker's hammers just became kind of obsolete. So we're at 5x5 right now at rank A. What is it going to do when we hit rank SS? Oh man, that is going to be something to think about. But right now, what I'm going to be doing, I am going to place down another one of these bubbles, because we are going to be getting into Elven trade today. So I want to upgrade to the next tier of Botania armor, which is the Elementium armor. Now, Elementium... Elementium can only be produced by Elven trade. So we send a couple of mana steel through the Elven portal, we get Elementium back. So I think it is now time that we set up a platform that we can put an Elven trade portal on. So I am going to build another one of these platforms, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up one layer and then out on this side. So we're only going to have these two platforms at this height. So I am going to get going with that. I wish I could time-lapse it, but I don't know that I can. But I'm going to at least give some status updates. If I can time-lapse it, I will. And I will see you guys in a little bit. So I hope you enjoyed the time lapse. If you did, be sure to give a thumbs up and let me know. So we now have another platform up here that we can build our portal to Alfheim on. And we're going to get into that in just a second. But first, I figured I'd let you guys know I had to move the deep resonance generator over to the main base because we are using absolutely huge amounts of power. In the amount of time that it took me to build this third dome, I ran through 30,000 charcoal between the mana generation and the base needing power. So we are definitely going to have to be looking at some much stronger power generation, whether it be through deep resonance or extreme reactors. I don't know what we're going to do, but that's going to be coming very soon. So, been reading through the Lexica Britannia, and we have a section here on the portal to Alfheim. So, it's said that once, elves used to share the world with us Minecrafters. Due to unknown events, they would have been banished back to their own world, Alfheim. Experimentation has been done in an attempt to bridge the gap between the two worlds, and means of creating a portal that does just that has been devised. Creating this portal proves not to be an easy task, as quite a few exquisite resources are necessary. The requirements are as follows: 8 living wood blocks, 3 glimmering living wood blocks, 1 elven gateway core, and at least 2 mana pools and 2 natura pylons. So this goes through the Elven Gateway, the Natura Pylons. This is how we build the portal. So at least 2 Natura Pylons with mana pools directly below must be laid out in an 11 by 11 area around the core. To open up the portal, simply right-click the core with the Wand of the Forest. The portal requires a substantial amount of mana deposited in the pools to open up. The cost is divided between all of them. The portal seems to be able to send items through it, but mana is required for a successful transaction. Similarly to opening it, the cost is split between all of the pools. Furthermore, the link isn't strong enough to allow living beings to go through it, so forget jumping into Alfheim. Darn. The amount of information about Alfheim stored in this lexicon is limited to this entry alone. It seems like a lost subject of sorts in this world. Perhaps letting the elves have a look at it might prove beneficial. Maybe they can share knowledge that can be beneficial. So, after we get the portal built, we want to throw a Lexica Britannia through to them. So, do we have another one? Yes, we do. Alright, so we are definitely going to be putting another Lexica Britannia in here. So, we needed another Terra Steel. We needed Terra Steel nuggets. So, that was the first part of the core, and I think it was just living wood. So, there we go. There's the Elven core. So, this is the 12 blocks needed to make the portal. Next we need a mana pool, which, yeah, I'd say I think we have some of those. We are also going to need our mana tablets, because we are going to have to transfer some mana into these pools. Also, we need to make some mana pylons. These take a mana diamond, mana steel, and some gold. So we should have both of those, or all of that. Then we need the Natura pylons, which take Eyes of Ender and Terra Steel nuggets. So this is going to take all of the Terra Steel that we had. And yeah, we are completely out of Terra Steel. Now we should have everything that we need to build the portal. Now also, I am going to grab a bunch of mana steel. So, I don't know for sure if we can do more than a stack at a time, and I still need to get my elevator set up here. So we want the portal here in the middle. We'll probably put a little bit of decoration around it a little later. So I want a dead center in this platform, which would be right there. So then we need the living wood. We need some garbage blocks. Well, I suppose we can use a torch to get these to build. Then we need the glimmering living wood, another living wood. We'll just put another one of those here. Go ahead and break that. Then we need another glimmering living wood, another living wood. Let's go ahead and do this again. And that does it for the portal itself. Now we need the mana pools, which I think I'm going to place those here and here. And then we need to put the Natura pylons on top of these guys. Now we are going to switch these to accepting mana. Okay. And we're going to drop a mana tablet in each one. Should very rapidly take in the mana. And with that, I think I'm actually going to drop a second one on each one because I don't know how much mana this is going to take. But it doesn't hurt to have extra tablets laying there. So we're going to go ahead and activate the Elven Gateway. And we just earned the achievement World Calling. So now what we want to do is throw a Lexica Botania through there. We got it right back. Okay. And I just picked up my mana tablets. Wait, were those empty? Yeah, they're empty already. Wow. So are we going to get this back? Hello? Well... Well, that's not working. What's going on? So let's try throwing in a mana steel. Are we going to get back a Terra Steel? Oh, wait, we need two of those. There we go. Or Elementium. So if we throw in two of those, we get an Elementium back. So let's take a look at the Elementium. So for this armor, we need... Ooh. Boy, we are going to need a lot. So it looks like we need... So that'd be 24. We have 2. Oh boy. 22 more, so we need 44. 44 more. Can we send them all through there? Darn it. Do we have enough mana? Looks like we do. So why did we not get our book back? I don't know. Okay, so all of the mana tablets are dead. Now, can we turn this thing off? Doesn't really look like it. Well, what I think I'm going to do, I am going to set these to send mana back into items. And we're going to shut this thing back down. Because once it runs out of mana, it will shut off. So I'm going to go ahead and let that do its thing. And we're going to go down and craft up this Elementium armor. Some pretty fancy stuff. So we'll see what this looks like now. So this is just standard recipes for this stuff. So you've got the leggings, the helmet, the boots, and wait, the chest piece. So now what is this gonna look like? It's pink, so I don't know. Ooh, I can kind of see. I look like a fairy. Oh, that's ridiculous. This is by far the strongest armor that we have had so far, though. So, actually, I think the Terra Steel might be better. This has other qualities to it, though. Armor set, Great Fairy's Blessing. 10% less mana cost on mana tools and rods. Chance for pixies to apply potion effects. Okay. That is great. So I don't know if we're going to be using this stuff. Now, one advantage to this, Helmet of Revealing. How do we get that? But one advantage to this stuff is we can put a jetpack on it. I don't know if we're going to bother doing that, but we do have the armor set. I might just make an armor stand and put it on it. So let's see here. How do we make an armor stand? I can never remember. Yeah, I think I spent a little while fumbling around with that recipe when I was in a UHC. Not a good time to be trying to figure it out. So yeah, that's kind of neat. It moves. What the heck? It moves! Well, we're going to put the Terra Steel armor back on. Well, this has 20% less mana cost. Passive mana passive mana generation on mana tablets. Well, that's interesting. But so yeah, we have the Elementium armor now. We have the portal to Alfheim. So I'm kind of curious what other uses we have for the Elementium. So let's take a look at the uses here. We have the Flugel Tierra. So this is kind of an interesting one. We'll have to fight the Gaia spirit first, or the Giga Gaia. I don't remember what the heck that thing's called. I've never fought it, but yeah. We have an Elementium pickaxe. Why we would want that when we have the Terra Shatterer is beyond me. What else do we have? We also have the Conjuration Catalyst, which is going to be really useful for making things. For a cost of mana, we can duplicate things like nether quartz, or glowstone, redstone, coal. Now that might actually be the one that we use. I might do a little experimentation with that and see if the mana cost outweighs the piece of coal that we gain. That would be interesting to know. So a lot of this stuff is just a 2-to-1. The Everlasting Guilty Pool. The Fabulous Mana Pool. Shimmer Rock. How do we get this? Who knows? Bifrost Glass. How do we get Bifrost Glass? Rod of the Bifrost with Elf Glass. Elf Glass is mana glass through the mana portal. Okay, or Elven portal. Rod of the Bifrost is with Elementium and a Dragonstone. So this is mana diamond through the portal. So yeah, we're going to have to do a lot of trading to get to some of this stuff. But the Elementium, we do have a few things more that we can do with it. I'll have to kind of look around. Life Aggregator, Spawner Mover. Interesting. We need Gaia Spirits for that. I don't know for sure what that does. Great Fairy Ring. Don't know. Globetrotter's Sash. Ooh, the Elven Mana Spreaders. So Dreamwood, how do we get this stuff? That's Living Wood. So the Elven Mana Spreaders are quite a bit better than these regular Mana Spreaders. So I think that'll be the first thing that I do here. So let's go ahead and grab a little bit of Living Wood. Actually, I think I'm going to wait on that because I did turn the portal off. So, yeah. That's kind of a mistake on my part. But, looks like I need to do a little... Oh! Okay. I thought it changed the book, but I guess it doesn't. Okay, so Elven Guard. Greetings, we noticed that our portal was opened via a link from another world. That's rather shocking news indeed. We thank you very much for providing us with a repository of the knowledge from your world, as to keep us up to date to what happened since we left it. It's been a while since then. It's good to see it's doing well. After some discussion with the High Council of Elven Guard, we have decided to cooperate with you. You see, reading through your Lexica Botania has shown us a great amount of resources from your world that we would be extremely keen as to get our hands on, as these are non-existent in our lands. The link you have managed to establish is rather weak. No living beings will be able to go through, as you already know. However, there's a positive side to this. The link strikes the fabric of time of both our worlds in a way where it doesn't keep them in sync. That's the reason why you received your book back so quickly. When it comes to mana and other magical energies, we are plenty stocked on them, so worry not about the portal closing on our end. Let's put this in prospect. In order for the advance of both our civilizations, we vow to accept a given set of resources from your world we lack in ours in exchange for resources you lack in yours. We have taken the liberty of assigning our best scribes to putting together a great set of knowledge from our world we're willing to share. You can find it in your lexicon just as you'd find knowledge from yours. We hope you find it enlightening and that it encourages you to invest in our materials. Last but not least, do keep in mind that if you decide to send something we have not vouched to trade for, we will assume it is a gift and keep it for ourselves, just as a forewarning. We look forward to exchanging resources with you. Best regards, the High Council of Elven Guard. Okay, so more interesting stuff. So Elven lore, we have the Ritual of Gaia, Relics of the Aesir? What? Okay. So we have a lot more stuff. So Dreamwood, Elementium, Pixie Dust, or Dragonstone. So Dreamwood we've already seen. We can make Dreamwood twigs. We can drop blocks of Mana Steel through. Mana Pearl will give us Pixie Dust. Mana Diamonds give Dragonstone. We've already seen that. Elves are also quite keen on the white posh block from the Nether Quartz. The ones they have on their world are tinted green. This quartz works just like any other quartz, but normal nether quartz or any of the decorative variants you can find on the decorative blocks entry under miscellaneous. That I'm sure I read it wrong. So we can get Elven quartz. So the Elf glass for mana glass, we've seen that one. So yeah, there's a few things there. And I'm going to have to do a little bit of looking through the rest of this and figure out what it is that we want to be trading, because we are kind of limited on mana at the moment. So yeah, I am going to do a little bit of reading here, and oddly enough, the portal is still open, even though there is no mana flowing through it. So I wonder if we put the mana tablets back in there, can we trade? I don't know. We'll have to see. But so I'm going to do a little looking through this, figure out what it is that we need to do, and I will be back. Well, guys, I have been looking through the Lexica Botania, and yeah, we have big plans for the next episode. But you're going to have to wait to see what that's all about, because we are out of time for today. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on or any tips, be sure to leave that down in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye!